Hello everyone, this is Moonlight Learning Academy, and today we are going to be doing questions 13 through 19 for the 2022 Grade 5 Mathematics State Exam for New York State. So let's get started. For question 13, it says, which value makes the comparison below true? What is less than 0.6? So I have put a place value chart in here, and you can pause the video and copy that down if you want. I'm gonna give you a second to pause and do that. Are you done? Good. So let's see the answer choices. For A, the answer is not 0.6 because 0.6 is equal to 0.6. The answer is not B because 0.7 is one more tenth than 0.6. The answer could possibly be C because 0.6 is equal to 0.60 and 0.59 is 1/100th less than 0.60. So C is a possible answer. For D, the answer is not 0.64 because as we've established before, 0.6 equals 0.60 and 0.64 is 4/100ths greater than 0.6. which makes C the correct answer. Let's move on to the next problem. For question 14, it says a student completes his homework in 1 hour and 34 minutes. How long, in minutes, does it take the student to complete his homework? We have to make the hour and the minutes equal to minutes, since we need to find out we need to find the same unit so that way we can add them and get our answer. I'm sorry about the stuttering. So we know that 60 minutes is equal to 1 hour. Now you can add 34 to 60 because the units, hours, is now converted into minutes. So they have the same units. 60 plus 34 equals 94, and this is answer choice C. Let's move on to the next problem. For question 15, it says, what is the value of the expression shown below, 2,158 divided by 26? So first we have to find how many times 26 goes into 2. It goes in 0 times, so we have to find out how many times 26 goes into 21. It also goes in 0 times, so now we have to figure out how many times 26 goes to 215. It goes in 8 times, so now we have to multiply 26 times 8, and 26 times 8 is 208. So we subtract 208 from 215, and that gives us 7. Now we drop down the 6 and find out how many times 26. How many times. Wait, I'm sorry. This was supposed to be an 8 all along. So sorry about that. So we have to drop the 8 and find out how many times 26 goes into 78. It goes into 78 3 times. What is 26 times 3? Well, 26 times 3 is 78. So we subtract 78 from 78 and we get 0, which leaves us with the answer of 83, which is answer choice B. Let's move on to the next problem. For question 18, it says, Miss Torres has a box of scraps of wood. She measures the length of each scrap of wood to the nearest half inch. The results are represented on the line plot below. What is the approximate length in inches of the scraps of wood when they are placed end to end? So, line plots have different measurements on the line, and the number of x's on each of the measurements tell how many things have that measurement. In this case, each x represents a piece of wood with a certain length. Like for example, there's one x above 5.5, so there's one piece of wood that is 5.5 inches. There are three x's above 6.5. There are three pieces of wood with 6.5 inches. So, to find the approximate length of all the scraps of wood end to end, we have to use multiplication and addition. So the expression we would get is 5.1/2 times 1 plus, open parentheses, 6 times 1, close parentheses, plus, open parentheses, 6.5 times 3, close parentheses, plus, open parentheses, 5 times 2, close parentheses, plus, open parentheses, 8 times 1, close parentheses. And if you do all of the math, you would find that the final answer is 53, which is answer choice D. Let's move on to the next problem. So for number 19, it says, which expression is equivalent to 65 times 0.15? So for answer choice A, alright, before I say anything, make sure to use process of elimination for these kinds of questions. Anyway, going back to what I was saying, for answer choice A, the answer is not A, because using the order of operations, you have to multiply 65 times 0.1 first, which gives you 6.5, and then you have to add 0.05. And 6.5 plus 0.05 is not equal to 65 times 0.15. So we can eliminate A. For B, the answer choice is not correct because, like A, you would have to multiply 65 times 0.05 since you have to use order of operations, and that would give you 3.25. And then you would have to add 0.1, and 3.25 plus 0.1 is not equal to 65 times 0.15. Now for answer choice C. C is not correct either, because if you were to undo the distributive property, you would keep 65 and you would add 0.1 and 0.5, which would get you to 65 times 0.6. And 65 times 0.6 is not equal to 65. 65 times 0.6 is not equal to 65 times 0.15. Sorry for the stuttering. I don't know what happened there. You can cross that out. You can cross C out. For D, D is correct because if you undo the distributive property, like C, you keep the 65 and then you have to multiply that by the sum of 0.1 and 0.05, which would give you 65 times 0.15, which is equal to 0.15. 65 times 0.15 is equal to 65 times 0.15. So D is the correct answer. Okay, everyone, that is all for today. If you found this video useful, be sure to like, subscribe, and share with your friends. I'm sorry for the stuttering in the video. I don't know what happened today, but I will not do that again. I will try not to do that again. I will see you in the next video. Goodbye!